ATG for Life, workout 1. Every workout we start with a sled. Me and Lauren Skio right here, she's gonna be my workout partner of the day. So workout 1, we're gonna start with the sled. Me and her is gonna start doing light backward sleds. And like I said, this is ATG for Life, so anybody on any level can do these exercises. This is a longevity program, exercises that you can scale, and there's gradients for each and every level. So everybody, if you do have a sled, you can start just making sure you've got that foot behind that knee and kind of just follow through. And what it's doing is really strengthening your muscles, building up your VMO, your vastus medialis oblique, really creating blood flow and oxygen in that area. It's almost like a healing therapeutic exercise for your knees and your joints. And so exercise 1, we start off 5 minutes. You'll see the clock on the screen, 5 minutes, just backward sleds. 200 meters or 5 minutes. Every time we go, we'll pick the pace up just a little bit. If you're an athlete, if you can go super hard on this, you can go harder. If you're older, if you're just getting started, you can go as light as you need to. Just create mobility, creating that blood flow and that oxygen in those knees and those joints. Exercise 1, reverse sleds. We're gonna go the entire 5 minutes. We're gonna take you through this entire workout. Lauren likes to race me on these sleds. So you'll see me kind of have to pick up the pace, get those arms involved. And right now, we can already start to feel it. You starting to feel it a little bit, Lauren, in those legs? And so you'll start to feel a lot of blood flow and oxygen build up here and around this area. It's probably the most healing and therapeutic thing you can do for your entire body is backward sleds. It's something I do pretty much every day. If anybody that follows me and knows me from social media, they always see me doing sleds. So we're gonna keep going. My guy Fo got the clock for us. 5 minutes on the clock. We're just gonna keep going. And these exercises, 2-day-a-week program, all you need to maintain your health, maintain your figure, whatever you wanna do, as long as you're doing these 2 workouts with 1 stretch day a week, you can maintain for your entire life, and that's why we call it ATG for Life. These workouts, anybody, if you're 16, if you're 76, anybody can start and just kind of walk backwards very gently and very lightly, or you can really go at it. Let's kind of go at it a little bit, Lauren. There you go, there you go. Lauren is killing it. Lauren is killing it. You starting to feel it? Yeah, we got just for one more trip down and back. That'll be our 5 minutes. And you want to focus on getting that foot behind that knee and following through. Once you get comfortable, it's kind of like the knee over toe. So as I go here, you'll see that knee going over my toe as I push through these sleds. And as you can see, Lauren's starting to breathe a little. It's like kind of a cardio exercise at the same time. Yeah, you gotta jump. Let's go one more. Let's go one more trip, and we're gonna kind of go all out this time. As you can see, if you're an athlete, if you're 16 or 17, you can really push yourself on these sleds. So me and her, last round, we're gonna kind of race back and forth, all right?
You better embarrass me.
3, 2, 1, let's go. You wanna get those arms moving and kind of jump. There you go, there you go, there you go. She's doing good. Her footwork is great. You see how she's following through? And then we'll go back. There you go, Lauren. That's it, that's it, that's it. Nice, nice, nice. Good footwork, good footwork, good footwork. Nice. So that is exercise 1 of workout 1, backward sleds. 5 minutes, or 200 meters. If you do not have sleds, obviously like the book says, you can use the dead mill. You can go outside and find a hill, walk backwards, and there's other options that you can use as well, but we actually prefer the sled. So if you can afford a sled, if you have the space for a sled, that's kind of your best bet. We actually have people that use tanks as well to really stimulate blood flow and oxygen in the area of your knees and your joints to kind of warm yourself up through this exercise program. So workout 1, exercise 1, backward sleds. So next exercise, exercise 2, is the single leg calf stretch. Everybody has super tight ankles and super tight calves because we wear these heels of our shoes, usually an inch or 2 thick, what keeps us always in a flex position. So in order to really create mobility and flexibility in our calves, using a VMO board, which I sell at MrInfinity.com, is great for stretching these calves out. So Lauren's going to demonstrate by putting one foot up here on the VMO board, other foot here, and just try to really lean into it. And what you want to do is try to get this knee past that toe if you can. So you really want to lean into it as much as you can. And we're going to set the timer 60 seconds each leg as you guys do it with us. So I'm setting my timer. I'm going on my board. I'm just kind of leaning forward. We have it on our 3rd notch of the VMO board. So really stretching into it. Another thing you can do while you're stretching is kind of flex your quad of the stretch to really get deeper into that Achilles and really into that ankle. So you can really feel it. And as you do this, is an exercise anybody can do. You just want to breathe through it. So as you're at home, as you're in the gym, you just kind of want to just focus on your breath and kind of get a little deeper into that stretch every time and just kind of relax yourself into it. So just 60 seconds each side. And like I said, most people, 99.9% of the population wear shoes with a heel on them to keep their ankle and their calf in a flex position pretty much all day long and not realizing they're creating tight and stiff ankles and stiff calves. So being able to do this is going to release so much tension from that area that we need, that we don't even know we need. So that was 60 seconds. We're going to switch legs and do the same thing. Kind of really lean into it. And you can, like you said, this is an adjustable VMO board. So go at your own level, your own gradient. If you feel like this 3rd notch is too hard for you, you can bring it down a little bit. But really the key, you want to try to get this knee past that toe if you can. So really want to get really into it and then contract that quad. If you can, contract that left quad. You kind of like really stretch into it. And you'll feel your ankle and your calf, or you feel your stretch down there in your ankle, you feel your calf.
I'm super tight.
And she's a model, so I'm sure she's wearing heels all the time. So she has that extra, you know what I mean? It looks good.
I'm feeling this.
Yeah.
For sure.
So this is something, if you wear heels a lot, if you wear extended inches on your heels of your shoe, then you have tight ankles and you have tight calves. So this is a stretch. You can just be at home and just kind of get it in. So 60 seconds. Each side. I think that was it.
Yep.
All right. So exercise 2, single leg calf stretch. Allow that ankle, allow that calf to breathe a little bit. Workout 1, exercise 3, the tibialis raise. Another exercise anybody can do. There's no excuses. Your tibialis muscle is a muscle that really protects your knee in your first line of defense whenever you're sprinting, when you're running, even when you're walking. As you step down, your tibialis muscle is the first muscle that gets engaged. So a lot of people never truly work that muscle. So the exercise 3 is we're going to do a tibialis raise. It's wall tibialis raise. Anybody can find a wall. Me and Lauren are going to sit back here. You have your butt against the wall. You have your back off the wall. You're going to point those toes down and come all the way up, squeezing and pausing at the top. I like to kind of contract my quads and kind of get a full blood flow to that whole area. Point those toes down, coming up. If you want to make it more challenging, you can bring those heels out a little further and point those toes down, coming up. Right now, we'll start our reps. So we're going to do 20 reps, point down, coming up. 1, point down, coming up. 2. And like I said, your tibialis muscle is your first line of defense. And this is really strengthening this if you want to prevent shin splints, if you want to prevent having knee problems in the future. This simple exercise is the one for you. I think that's 5, 6, 7. Like I said, if you want to make it more challenging, you walk out. If you want to make it easier, you bring those heels in. You starting to feel a little bit, Lauren? Starting to squeeze at the top. Let's go all the way up. Point those toes down, all the way down, coming all the way up. Point those toes down, coming all the way up. Nice. Nice. A lot of people have overdeveloped and overworked calves and not a strong and built enough tibialis muscle, which creates imbalances. And as you listen to me, you know structural balance is the most important thing when it comes to training and having a fit, athletic body that one is for longevity. So ATG for life really wants structural balance. And I'm gonna bring these heels in a little closer because it's getting a little challenging for me. Let's do 3, 2 more. Let's go 2. All the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Squeeze, starting to feel it burn a little bit. So the tibialis muscle right here, a lot of people have not even heard of this tibialis muscle. So you really want to strengthen that muscle. You really want to build it up, counterbalance that from your calf muscle. Since we just stretched your calf, we want to build up and strengthen our tibialis muscle. And as you can see on the bottom screen, there's other exercises, other options you can do to strengthen that tibialis. Exercise 3, tibialis raise. Exercise 4, workout 1 is the Poliquin pulses. So ATG for life, Poliquin pulses. What you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your VMO board, and this exercise really create blood flow in that tendon, really strengthen your tendon. So what me and Lauren are gonna do, I'm gonna find a wall here, and what you're gonna do is just gonna push that knee slightly forward and come all the way up. Slightly forward, come all the way up. Slightly forward, come all the way up. So as you're reading that book, this is good for creating blood flow in that area, blood flow and oxygen, really strengthening that leg up, kind of pushing that knee over that toe, coming up, pushing that knee over that toe, coming up. And so right now we're gonna start counting 100 reps. So we'll go. So this is 100 reps of the Poliquin pulses. And as you get more and more blood flow, as you get more and more comfortable, you can push that knee a little further forward to really put pressure on that VMO. Put pressure. If you feel any pain, one thing we do not do is work through pain. So we're not working through pain. If you need to go as short as possible, short as you need to, or as far as you want to go to really create blood flow and oxygen to really strengthen those tendons. A lot of people focus on those big, good-looking biceps, quads, muscles that look good on camera, but they're not sustainable and they don't have the foundation of the tendons. And so that's a lot of people get stiff and get decrepit and get weak because they haven't spent time developing their tendons. And so for longevity and for your future, even for your young kids growing up, realize that tendon health is actually more important than building that foundation on top. So as life goes inside out, a lot of times we haven't been taught. We've been talking about the material things and outside expressions of life, but the foundation is the key. And so as above, so below, it correlates to what your body is. The tendon health is actually more important than those showy, good-looking muscles. So if you see any bodybuilder or any weightlifter, if you look at them after 50, 60 years, their body continues to break down because they haven't spent time developing these tendons. And so doing these short-range pulses allow you to kind of spend time to create blood flow and oxygen on those tendons. So we're going to continue to work. How you feeling, Lauren?
Man, I feel this.
You starting to feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is no weights. If you want to grab a weight, you can, but you really don't need to. I'm starting to feel it myself. And you can really kind of dig in there if you want to. There you go. And Lauren's a model. She always trains. She trains legs. We just talked. She trains twice a week. And so even doing something simple like this, you're starting to feel it. And we have our opposite hand against the wall to kind of balance ourselves out.
What we got? 10 more?
Let's go. 25, 24, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. I'm gonna try to really get into it this side. 10, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. So 100 each side, Poliquin poses. We're going to go to the opposite side, balance it out. So let's just kind of switch sides here. So we're using the wall to kind of balance yourself out. You can use anything to kind of balance you out. So how you feeling, Lauren?
Whew.
Starting to feel a little bit?
My butt, or my
Yeah, where do you feel it at?
I feel it mostly like right up in, I don't know if it's because of the sleds earlier too.
Yeah.
Maybe that combo, but yeah, I feel it all up in here.
Yeah. And so right now, as you're creating blood flow, yeah, you'll feel it, especially where you'll find like points of weakness that you really have to work on as well. And it's like I said, anybody can do this. You can start as simple and as gentle as you need to, or you can really dig in. So I recommend, if you haven't been training often, if you just get into this ATG for Life program, to kind of start real gentle, take your time, and just make sure you finish the 100 reps. Even if you got to take sets of 25, take a break, another set, 25, take a break. But just finish the 100 reps. I'm telling you, your body will thank you. Your future self will thank you for it. And you see, we've been doing this whole workout program. We haven't touched any weights, and we're still feeling it. And anybody can do this. $100 reps will take a while, but we can kind of really get into it. You can these are actually pulses, so you can really just kind of pulse it up. Boom, boom, boom.
Got me shaking.
Boom, 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 boom. Lauren is killing it. I got the best workout partner in here. She's my trooper.
We're getting through it, man.
Yeah.
Even though we're shaking.
First time me and Lauren worked out, and she plowed through those legs and almost passed out. But she was a rider, though. The person she came with didn't make it.
But I made it.
But she made it through.
That's what really you
There
gotta
you
do.
go.
You just gotta push through.
Man,
Breathe
I'm
through
telling
it.
you.
Breathe through it.
There you go, talk to him. She said, breathe through it. So breathe through it. Once you start to feel a little, like you said, you do not work through pain, but we want to feel that muscle burn. We want to really get into it. So once you feel that burn, go deeper into that burn.
I feel like I'll hear it.
You really want to get into it. Just Poliquin pulses. So you're going to do 100 reps each side. Really starting to get to our leg series now. We warmed them up with the sled, working your body from the ground up. We've done sleds to warm our body up. And then we hit the single leg calves, the tibialis raise. Now we're working up, tendon health, blood flow through these knees and these ankles. I know you're not counting, but 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Poliquin pulses, 100 each size. Exercise 3, create blood flow, oxygen in those tendons, really working our body from the ground up. Good job. Exercise 4, long range Poliquin pulses. So we did the short range, create blood flow in that tendon, that knee. Now we're gonna really open these hips up. You're gonna stay in your range. This could be, some will classify this in an extreme exercise, but there's so many gradients that you can use. Lauren's gonna start elevated. And so what she's gonna do is, if you wanna use the wall, you can use the wall. You can actually use a pole in front of you want to. So she's gonna drive these hips forward. He's gonna keep it down there. You wanna try to cover that quad up with that hamstring and just pulse up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gonna continue to 50. I'm trying to jump in here with her. If you wanna go down, you can go as low as you wanna go and really kind of get into it, keeping that chest up and just kind of pulse up. So 50 long range pulses. So we did the short range and now we're going to do the long range. Right now what this is doing is creating synovial fluid in this knee. As you create pressure in that knee joint, it's creating synovial fluid to heal that area up, as well as just opening our hips up at the same time. So, all right, she's counting for me here. So this is a really great exercise for you. If you want to have your hand on a chair, if you want to be holding a pole, you can do that as well to kind of keep that balance and really kind of get into it, kind of push that knee forward and just kind of come up, really dig into it. She did 50, so I'm just finishing these last sets off, really pushing my knee forward, opening my hip up, stretching that back leg out, make sure my back foot is straight as I drive all the way down, just kind of pulsing up into these reps. And like I said, if you need to hold on to something, if you need a pole to hold yourself, you need a partner to hold you, stay at your level, your gradient, really getting into and creating that synovial fluid, that fluid to really help to heal and strengthen that area of your body. I'm gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you come up, you kind of just drop that opposite knee down, just kind of put yourself out of that exercise. 'Cause I know that leg might be super tired, super fatigued. So you don't fall, so you don't hurt yourself, just kind of come up out of that exercise. 50 reps. Me and Lauren are gonna switch sides and do the similar action. So So like I said, we're gonna do the opposite leg, but I wanna show you another option. If you're older, if you're still getting to the exercise, if you need help with this exercise, Lauren's gonna show you, she's gonna demonstrate holding a PVC pipe here. She's gonna get into it so she can have more support as she goes down and gets into it. If you need help to kind of push yourself up a little bit, keeping that chest up and just really pulsing yourself up. So Lauren's kind of showing you that's really all you need to do to create that synovial fluid in through this knee to really strengthen and build up that area. So I'm sure she's counting over there. I'm gonna get into it myself with my opposite leg, and you'll see that everybody has a stronger side, and everybody has a weaker side. So you're gonna be here, just kind of just pulsing up. You really want to dig into that knee, try to keep that chest up, kind of extend that back leg out. If you need to hold something, like I said, if you need to hold the back of a chair, whatever you need to do, just kind of get into this position. This is really going to counteract all of that sitting, or really open those hips up, really open through that chest. Most people do not get deep enough and ever have this tension on that knee to create enough mobility in that area. So I'm gonna finish up here. Lauren killed it.
Feeling those.
So like I said, just kind of, once you get out of it, your leg will really be burned out. How do you feel? How do you feel, Lauren?
I'm feeling that burn for sure.
You feeling that burn? You'll really feel this quad and you'll feel this hips opening up, kind of reversing all that sitting motion. We sit all day, we're really shortens these hips up. So being able to really open those hips up will really balance you out and create structural balance that your body needs to play forever. Long range pulses. Exercise 6, back extensions. Back extension is such a crucial, important exercise for longevity. 8 out of 10 people end up having back pain at some time in their life. The 2 people that don't are found to be lying most of the time. So most people are going to have some type of back pain because they never strengthen their lower back. So what we're going to do here is Lauren's going to demonstrate the 2 double leg back extensions. So all the way down. Come all the way up. Just gonna squeeze. You don't wanna overextend here. You wanna keep the tension on these glutes, on these hamstrings and that low back. So she's gonna go all the way down. She's gonna come all the way up. Right there, bang. So we're gonna do 20 reps. I'm gonna show you the single leg version. And you can pause for a second, Lauren. So the single leg version is here. You go all the way down. You engage that hamstring, you engage that glute. And pause at the top. You do not overextend. You want to keep that tension on the straight. You want to imagine your body's a board. You want to keep everything tight and engaged. Switch legs. Come all the way down. Coming all the way up. And so me and Laura's going to start right now. We're going to do 20 reps total. So she's going to do 20. I'm going to do 10 each leg. So we're going all the way down. Come all the way up. Pause at the top. I'm gonna switch legs. That's 1. All the way down, coming up, squeeze. That's 2. All the way down, coming up. That's 3. This is one of the most important exercises you will ever do in your life. Your lower back and creating mobility in the entire posterior chain is important. Your posterior chain makes up 70 to 75% of your overall athleticism. Posterior chains, meaning your hamstrings, your glutes, your low back. Posterior means post, so anything behind you, your calves. Such an important exercise. So all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. How you doing, Lauren?
Whew,
Starting to feel it.
Yeah, I feel that in my back. For sure.
Squeeze.
I feel that in my glutes a little too.
Really want to squeeze those glutes, squeeze that low back. That's 20, man. All right, so right now you'll feel your back fire up, you'll feel your hamstrings, you'll feel your glutes. Like I said, your posterior chain makes up 70-75% of your overall athleticism. The back extension is such a crucial, important exercise to this longevity program. So posture, overall counterbalancing, like I said, those sitting, our population sits 8-9 hours a day. So in order to reverse that, back extension is extremely important. Good job. We're moving on to workout 7. Exercise 7, workout 1 is the low cable pull-ins. You guys get a treat. In the book, we have double leg, low cables. Lauren's gonna demonstrate the single leg. I'm gonna demonstrate the double leg. So they both are highly effective. The single leg allows you to get more structural balance. You'll be able to see which knee or hip flexor is weaker, which one is stronger. So she's gonna demonstrate the low cable, single leg, low cable pull-ins. Right now, she has 10 pounds attached to the strap on this weight. And so she's gonna put her hands down to her side. Your opposite knee is bent in, and she's gonna bring this knee directly up to your chest. And I like to tell all my athletes, imagine you're jumping in, like doing a single leg jump, and you drive that knee into your chest. So she's gonna do 20 reps. That's 4. Good job. 5. So what this is doing is really strengthening your hip flexors and your abdominals. So you really, as an athlete, as anybody that wants longevity, you want your hip flexors and your abdominals to be working in concert with one another. A lot of people do crunches, a lot of people do sprints, but do not have an exercise to really have those hip flexors and those abdominals working in harmony. And so that's what's gonna give you the strength that's gonna allow you to pick your knees up and allow you to walk better, run faster, be a more efficient performer and a proficient individual in humanity. Have you counted for me, Lauren? Oh, let's go 5 more. This is so easy. I gave her an easy way. Let's go 5, 4. And like I said, you can always push yourself. We have 20 reps, but if you want to go more, you can always do that. Good job. Good job. Let's switch legs. She's going to switch legs. So these straps are so important. You can see we've been beating straps up because this exercise is one of my favorite. So if you want to get a 6-pack, but you want to do it the right way, this is one of the best exercises you can do. So now you can see how she's really bringing that knee in to her chest. If you want to put it a little more challenging, Lauren, you can kind of curl up with your upper body and really engage those abs. And as you bring this knee in, you can actually try to curl up a little tighter, just kind of curl up. Keep yourself curled up. There you go. Imagine yourself just jumping in. There you go. Good job. Jumping in just like that. So really engaging those abdominals, engaging those hip flexors. I know she keeps a count going on for me. So she's jumping in, engaging those hip flexors. If you're an athlete, you're jumping in every time. Single leg, explode. Explode. Good job, good job. So this is single leg, low cable pull-ins. If you do not have access to a cable or these straps, you can always just tie a band up against a tree. Sometimes we use a sled when we have athletes in here and everybody has to use them together. So there's different ways to really get this exercise accomplished. Let's go 5 more here. Let's go. She got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, Lauren. Great, 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 great. You should feel those hip flexors, you feel those abdominals. Lauren showed you the single leg, I'm showing you the double leg low cable pull-ins. And so you're gonna have straps on each foot and you're just gonna drive these knees in and squeezing those abdominals to the top. The same way with the single leg, you're working those abdominals and hip flexors in concert with each other. I'm using Lauren to kind of hold myself. If you don't have someone like Lauren to help you, you can have any pole or weights. We use weights on top of benches. So I'm gonna do 20 reps here. So that's a low cable, double leg, low cable pull-in. Lauren showed you the single leg. I'm showing you the double leg. They both are extremely beneficial, extremely important. So like I said, counterbalancing a lot of sitting activities we do and strengthen these hip flexors, which are underdeveloped on most people. So if you want to be fast, if you want to get efficient at walking, running, being able to pick those knees up and pick those legs up are very important. So strengthen those hip flexors. They did a study. Sprinters has 4 times the hip flexor strength than the average person. Sprinters are the fastest people in the world. Strength, if you want to be faster, if you want to be stronger, if you want to run better, perform better in your sport, strengthen those hip flexors. This is a sprinter's exercise. So low cable pull-ins, you can do single leg or double leg. Exercise 8, band pull-aparts. Band pull-aparts is something, like I said, anybody can do. Lauren's gonna demonstrate. She has a red. It's not as tense as this black, so there's 2 different sizes or 2 different tensions of bands. So she's gonna extend her arms straight out, relax those shoulders, and she's gonna open this up. It's all the way out, all the way back. So you're strengthening these traps in his back, strengthening these rear delts, and she comes all the way in, comes all the way out. Perfect. Perfect. So this is 20 reps. I'm using the black, more tense. I even to make it more challenging, I kind of put it in half, break it in half to make it even more challenging. Keeping these shoulders relaxed. What you want to do is kind of engage that back in those rear delts and then kind of open it up. Pause, control. We'll do 20 right here. I'm kind of really working Lauren today. That's 2. Control. She has great form. This is really good for your posture. We just saw a guy walking past, older gentleman. We all said that you rarely see people, as they grow old, maintain that posture. And the big reason is because they don't do exercise that really strengthen those traps in their back that forces you to stand taller, and those muscles in your mid-back continually get weak as you sit down at your desk, as you have poor posture as you're sitting down watching those shows that most people do. So this kind of counteracts that, really strengthen those traps and those rhomboids in your back. It's something anybody can do at your desk, wherever you're at. And you really strengthen those rear delts. So another thing, if you want to prevent rounded shoulders, if you want to sculpt your shoulders up, she's always counting. So if my girl's keeping my count, I think we got 5 more here. I think she said 15. How you doing, Lauren? You good?
We got 5 more. We're going to get through it.
All right, nice.
We're gonna breathe
It's a
through it.
challenge.
It's a challenge. I feel it in those shoulders.
Yeah. And if it gets too heavy, you can always open those hands out a little further on that band. One more. Nice, nice. So band pull apart, something anybody can do, is very simple. You can grab some bands from me on my website or on Amazon, wherever you want to order some floss bands from. The red is less tense, the black is more tense. Really strengthen those rear delts, sculpt your shoulders, sculpt your back, stand tall. So you should feel it. Lauren probably should feel it here in her rear delts and her mid back. So exercise 8, band pull aparts. So next exercise is an incline dumbbell press. So on a bench, when you're in your gym, the incline dumbbell press allows you to get a full range of motion stretch on that chest and those shoulders. Most people do pressing exercises, but never allow that shoulder to go all the way back and get that full range of motion. So using these dumbbells and using a bench, Lauren's gonna show you what a full range of motion exercise chest press is like. So you can go all the way down, you'll feel that chest open up, you'll feel these shoulders, and you just kind of press all the way up here, go all the way down, stretch. You'll actually find yourself a lot more sculpted and a lot more mobile. So she's gonna wait on me as I grab some weights here. And we're gonna do 15 reps, and you're gonna do it with us. So you're gonna go all the way down, get that full stretch through that chest, and you're gonna drive up. So that's 1, control all the way down, drive up. That's 2, all the way down, drive up. That's 3, all the way down, drive up. That's 4, shout out to Knees Over Toes guy for getting us these benches for Christmas. All the way down, get me up. All the way down, you always wanna get that full range of motion stretch. You'll feel completely different. You'll feel your chest opening up. You'll feel those shoulders get a deep stretch every time. All the way down. Coming up. Lauren, where we at?
No.
Let's go 5 more here. Let's go 5. All the way down. Drive up. We got 4. I think we can get 3 more. 3, starting to get heavy on me. 2 more, 2, control it, all the way down, drive up for 1. All right, break. So you got through 9 exercises. Incline dumbbell chest press, really open yourself up. You feel those shoulders, you feel your chest. You feel opened up, it's great for your posture. Went from band pull aparts, opening it back to really open that chest region. So it's great for longevity, great for your posture. Workout number 9, incline dumbbell press. So last exercise of the day, you guys have been great. We appreciate your time and your effort and your energy. Simple grip. Grip work is so important. It's one of the most underrated exercises ever. Having a strong grip really equivalates to your vitality and your strength to your entire body. There's actually signals that get released through your entire body from doing grip. So having a strong grip signals to your body, your entire body, to become stronger, to become healthier, to become more athletic and more vibrant. So what Lauren's gonna do, she has an adjustable gripper here that you can make tougher or you can make a little more easier as going forward. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna rep out as many sets we can do. Right now, I have a 100-pound gripper. I don't know if you can see it. You have a 100-pound gripper. And what we're going to do, we're just going to try to get it to touch every time. If you can't get it to touch, do the best you can. And I'm just going to just get to work. And she's going to get to work on hers.
Go that fast.
And just do the best you can. You can stay in your range with it.
Yeah,
just do the best you can. Do the best you can. You can go slow. You can actually hold it. But you want to finish this exercise with grip work. You want to train your body, train your mind to become stronger, to become more vibrant, become more resilient. And that's what grip work tells your body to become. And so at each end of these workouts, you're going to finish it off, polish it off with simple grip. And I'm just going to keep going till I can't even go no more, till I can no longer touch it. You see him continue to touch every time. Lauren is killing it over here. You see these veins popping out for her right now. She's killing it.
I'm feeling those.
You starting to feel it? So this is telling her whole body to become stronger. Let's fight off illnesses. Let's fight off disease. Let's fight off injuries. Let's get stronger. Let's get better. Just talking to her body, signaling to your entire body to become stronger. We can switch hands now if you want to switch hands. And I like to just pound it out. Pound it out, pound it out. I like to hear that snap. There you go, there you go. Let's get it. She's doing good, though. It's her first time doing this grip.
How are you going so fast? All right, well, I'm not going that fast, and that's totally okay.
She's killing it, though. She's going. Just go. 0.001. As long as you get just a little bit better every day, that's all we ask of you. If I gave you 1 penny and I told you to double it for 31 days, Lauren, how much money would you have?
If it was what?
If I gave you 1 penny
Double
and
it.
I told you double that penny, so day 2 you'll have 2 pennies, day 3 you'll have 4 pennies. At the end of 31 days, how much money would you have?
Don't ask me a math question right now.
You're the math wizard.
No,
just
I'm
give it a guess. Give our guess for our audience. So the answer to that question is you'll have $10 million if you took 1 penny and you double it every day. And so that's the power of compound interest. And that's why Lauren and I were this 0.001 bracelet, because all you got to do is just focus on getting a little bit better every day and let the magic of compound interest do its work. So if you want a $10 million body, if you want a $10 million model physique, if you want to have a $10 million cameraman, just get a little bit better every day, 0.001. And finishing with this grip work will allow you to get 0.0001 better every day.